Hi, everybody. This is Jody Bach, speaker, trainer, consultant, coach, and author. And I wanted to share some ideas with you from my new book, Power Tools at Work, to give you a little bit of hope and optimism in this weird time we find ourselves. So I just wanted to share some things that I'm thinking about as we're looking at what's going on in the world right now today, April 9th, 2020. So as you see on the cover of the book, POWER is an acronym. I'm an English major after all. I love acronyms. And POWER is an acronym for purpose, open-mindedness, wisdom, energy, responsibility. And the subtitle of the book is Helping Leaders Build a Strong, Engaged, and Connected Culture. So if we are to build any kind of culture within an organization, which right now could be a business, but also could be a family, which is also a school right now for many people, there are maybe some things to think about that could make us more effective in spite of the outside circumstances. So today I wanted to share some ideas about the O of the POWER acronym, open-mindedness. Now, I know that we can see whatever it is we're looking for. And right now, if you're watching the news or you're looking online, there is a lot of heaviness for sure. We're in the midst of a global pandemic. Let's just be honest about that. Yet, if you are looking for something more positive, I am confident that you will find that as well. So I'm going to share with you some things that if you open your mind to, you are going to be able to see right now in the world. One is this idea that is a hashtag viral kindness, where people are going around and helping their neighbors. And they're maybe dropping off this little note outside the door. If you're self-isolating, I can help. Here's what I can do for you. Please let me know what you need. And it says on the bottom that we know coronavirus is contagious, and take every precaution you can to ensure you are spreading only kindness. That is a possibility. What about this? This is actually going on in New York City right now, or was within the week. Take a listen to this. You know, I've seen that several times. I'm sure you have too. But every time I see it, I just get kind of goosebumpy. You hear New York, New York playing in the background, and you see how, oh, look at, I'm getting choked up even telling you about it right now. But you can see how people come together in the midst of really what could be negative things. Right here in North Dakota, a couple ladies, I think it was 3 young women, created this movement called A World of Hearts, a worldwide group to share photos of your hearts posted in windows, sidewalks, or nature. And this was created on March 20th. It's adding members worldwide every day. I looked a couple hours ago, and this was the number. I'm confident it's higher now, but it was at 529,807. 529,000 people started in Bismarck, North Dakota. So anybody can do anything if you put your mind and your heart to it. Every Monday for the last 3 weeks, I've been part of a coffee group, and we just have coffee together. You know, I don't know about you, but I've been a really social coffee drinker. I go out a lot, and I have a lot of coffee dates with people. And it's been hard for this extrovert to be cooped up. But on this call right here, there are people from Washington State, from Denver, Fargo-Moorhead, where I live, and also Belgium. So we've got people from all over the world joining us for coffee on Monday mornings. You can do this. Take a look at this. In January, we know that this coronavirus started in China. And January 1st to the 20th, when it was just getting started, that was the pollution map on the left. And when you look at it's called tropospheric density. February, look at that. Because we are being forced to slow down our economic activity, it's affecting our air. If you've never had a chance to see a Broadway musical or a Broadway show in person, now is your chance. while you can't be in New York on Broadway, you can actually watch a play. Broadway is bringing that to us via streaming. So take a look, improve your culture, do what you can right now online. Even the talk show hosts, the evening talk show hosts are making the best of the situation. Jimmy Fallon, I think Jimmy Fallon's the one who started it. He's the first one I noticed who was doing his show from home. Up in the upper left-hand corner, his daughter is drawing his logo every night. And then you see he's talking with Jimmy Kimmel, Stephen Colbert, his competition, if you will. They're all coming together. There's an announcement that was made last night by Lady Gaga that there's something really important happening on April 18th, where they're doing a fundraiser online with a bunch of celebrities. So, wow, desperate times make for desperate opportunities. Not even desperate. Seth Meyers on the bottom with Martha Stewart as a guest. So it's so fun to watch that creativity. Even the Earth's vibrational noise is going down. This is from February 24th through March 24th. And it's the power of noise and sound in the world, I believe is what this is, PDF mode timelines. We're slowing down. We're being forced to be quiet. And our Earth is feeling the effects. So you're going to find whatever it is you're looking for. I like to think of it, Wayne Dyer used to say, when you squeeze an orange, what comes out of it? This is not a trick question. What comes out of an orange when you squeeze it? Orange juice, right? You don't get apple juice when you squeeze an orange juice. You don't get tomato juice. You get orange juice because what's inside of an orange is what comes out when it's squeezed. And the same is true of us. Whatever is inside of us in normal times will come out of us when we are squeezed. So if you're a positive person who has a glass half full mentality, when you're squeezed, that's what will come out. But if you're negative and you're looking for ways things are wrong and you're stressed and squeezed, that's what will come out of you. And that's been really interesting to observe. My mom is in a nursing home right now, and I haven't seen her in person. I haven't touched her. I haven't hugged her for about 3 weeks. And I see her through a window, and I can talk to her on calls. She's not able to use her phone on her own. So I have to get help. I have to make schedule an appointment to talk to my mom, which is really weird. And so I could look at that and say, it's impossible. It's impossible to have connection. I'm upset. I'm mad. Or I could say, okay, in this time, what is it that I can control? Am I open to possibilities, or am I closed to probabilities? If I continue the way I'm going, I'm probably going to have the same results I've been having. Instead, what if I took this time to breathe and notice that I'm possible? Yeah, impossible, same letters. This could be hokey, and you can say that's just a bunch of, malarkey, Jody. Yes, and what if this were an opportunity for you to open your mind to possibilities? So I want to share with you a little book that I discovered several years ago. It's called Zoom. And this is a really interesting way to observe your power of observation. I'm going to show you some abstract pictures. And as you see this presentation go on, ask yourself, do I know what I'm looking at? Am I sure? Am I 100% certain that my perspective is the perspective? Take a look. Were you sure what you saw each time you looked at those pictures? It's so easy to get caught up in my way being the way. And many times that comes from our previous experience. And we look at the future based on our experience from the past. So I'm going to offer you one of the tools, which you'll find at the end of each section of the Power Tools at Work book. And at the end of the Open-mindedness section, which is the one we're talking about right now, there are several tools or activities that you can use for your organization, your people, your home, whatever, to have you look at things a little bit differently. This one's called No Naming, and it comes from Oprah's online study guide for Eckhart Tolle's A New Earth. And it's an opportunity to spend some time in the presence of something you consider beautiful, a flower, a gem, a piece of artwork. As you look at the object, try to see it without naming it mentally. See it without naming it mentally. When we appreciate beauty this way, a window opens into the formless and into a state of gratitude. See if you can experience that. The first time I tried this, it was not easy because I realized that when I looked at an object without naming it, I would see what was wrong with it. I would look at a glass of water and I would see the droplets when the glass wasn't completely sparkling clean. I would see what was wrong, and it got me to think about the way I've been seeing the world. Have I been closed or have I been open? And when I first did this experiment, it was important that I learned to journal. So it says here, note your observations in your journal. Right now, I've been journaling just about every day during this crazy time we find ourselves because I want someday to go back when we get back to whatever semblance of, I'm not even going to call it normal, but whatever we get back to, I want to know and remember how I was feeling, what I was seeing, what I was experiencing, what I was noticing. And the best way to do that is to journal and just make it an observation. I promise you it will help you work through some of the things that you may be struggling with, you may be dealing with. When you can just take a look at something, a tree, something, and you don't call it what it is, and you don't look at it through the eyes of judgment, but rather the eyes of curiosity. It might give you a whole new perspective. So I just wanted to pop in and tell you a little bit about this book, Power Tools at Work, which the 5 areas are purpose, open-mindedness, wisdom, energy, responsibility. And in each of those 5 areas, there are 12 or 13 different exercises or tools that you can use with your team, your organization, your family at this point, yourself. And it will help you to become a leader who can build a strong, engaged, and connected culture. Because after all, isn't that what we all want? Connected culture. So you can go to the Power Tools at Work Facebook page where I will be posting things like this, and also the powertoolsatwork.com website where you will find additional tools that aren't in the book. Or you can just find out more about me at my website, jodibach.com. I'd love to help you if you have any online meetings that you just like somebody to facilitate an activity like this, or anything. If you have any ideas, I've done a lot of online meetings in the last couple of weeks, so I'd be happy to help. And then when we get back to getting together in person, consider that I can help you with anything in the area of communication, leadership, and accountability. I'd love to be considered. So go and be today, be on purpose, and notice what you notice. I'll talk to you again. Thanks, everybody.